Hi guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to the channel Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on the Patreon page, thank you so very much. Your support is greatly appreciated. I am in the process of doing the Cupid Self reading. We'll have that up. The Archangel reading went up yesterday, so I hope you guys are enjoying that. If you're interested in supporting me over at Patreon, please go over to patreon.com and look up Engelgeist. Over there, there's different subscription levels where you can support the daily forecast and me through subscribing to this Patreon page. All right, so for those of you that are tuning in, both regular and new, this is the forecast not only for August 2nd, Sunday, but it also is like for the bigger picture of the week between the 2nd and the 8th of August. This is a timeless message, so therefore it doesn't necessarily have to be played during that time. If you're seeing it at a different time, there might be something that you're in alignment to at the time that you're seeing it, so you don't necessarily have to turn it off. It is for the highest good of the greater collective, therefore it's usable whenever it reaches you, so to speak. So if you're interested in supporting the channel in other ways, you can always like, share, comment, subscribe. We are working with 2 new decks this month. That one was chosen from the poll on the Patreon page, the Crow Tarot from CULLINANE, which is a very special, near and dear deck to my heart. And then the other deck we're using is the Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray. Both have unboxing videos on my YouTube channel. If you're interested in seeing these decks a little bit closer, you can go and look at those. And also, if you're interested in purchasing these decks, any of the videos should have Amazon affiliate links. So when you purchase them through my Amazon affiliate link, I will get a small percentage of the sale. So that's another way to support the channel. So let's see what's going on with the energy for the 2nd through 8th. And again, none of this is set in stone, guys. This is always open for, free will, choice, and all of that. It's just kind of to be utilized as a guidepost to sort of give us an idea of what we might be experiencing this week. But we can always make choices, changes, decisions that affect outcomes that don't hold us, stuck in what we see in these readings. Just so you know, we just did an example of that last week. We sort of shifted the energy towards the end of the week away from the 5 of Pentacles and into the energy of the Fool, which is a new beginning. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so each card should represent for about a day or two, maybe 3 days of the week. You might experience one of these cards, you might experience all of these cards and then some. It's just, like I said, it's a sort of a guidepost to kind of get a little insight into what could be coming our way. So keep it up in mind, as they say. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords leading off. I like that we have this. There might be some thinking around our emotions. We might need some sort of clear and decisive decisions around how we feel. Queens usually sort of represent the aspect of cups. Swords represents the aspect of intellect. The Queen of Swords usually is, to me, sort of accomplished position where we've kind of blended those two energies nicely, and we hopefully have an awareness about ourselves that is clear and concise, that is in a position of authority or power, right? We feel empowered to make clear decisions by our for our emotional well-being, how things feel right, how do I want to say this? I just feel like it's an opportunity for us to get check in with ourselves emotionally and then make clear-cut decisions from that place. It being a Queen card, there's a receptivity, there's a nurturing aspect to it that is always nice. If there's any decisions that we need to make, the early part of this week would be a good opportunity or a good time to do so with this Queen of Swords energy. We're going to do it probably from a place of the greater good of ourselves and others. Maybe even some of us might be taking others into account, but I think that we will be included in this too. First and foremost, we should come before all others is something I want to say to this card. I do believe that there's a decisiveness to her and an awareness that she has that allows her, like there's something, I almost want to say that there's something that she's learned. As I'm looking at this card, this cherry blossom is giving me some sort of idea that something has come to light or to our awareness that we have hopefully learned, and from that learning there's a growth, there's an awareness, there's a clarity that comes with the Queen of Swords that enables us to sort of look at ourselves a little bit more clearly, or our situation a little bit more clearly, and make better decisions that help us emotionally, I feel like. Does that make sense? I also feel it's interesting that her one wing is pointed out this direction. We had strong cards that were pointed towards the future that seemed really promising yesterday in the reading. And it sort of felt like they could have been a theme for the entirety of the month. Not only for just that day. And so I feel like she's kind of sticking that wing out, going like, okay, where do we want to be? What do we want to do? How do we want it to look? And then she's going about the feelings of that and then thinking about it sort of and sorting it out in a very kind of logical, methodical manner. But I think that we can trust our thoughts and our feelings is kind of the key to this, is that when we trust them and we're in alignment with them, they're actually quite powerful. Okay? Now, the next card is the midweek card, and this gives us a little insight into what we might be. Okay, so speaking of methodical, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is a very slow-moving, earth-based energy. Knights are based in nobility, doing the right thing, kind of servitude in a way, protection. This is how I see knights. Knights sometimes also bring messages with them. To me, this Knight of Pentacles is the energy may slow down in the midweek, right? We might be inspired and moving a little bit quickly in the beginning of the week with this air energy of the intellect, the Queen of Swords. And then we shift into this Knight of Pentacles, which is actually taking what I feel like is taking the ideas that we maybe had, or the thoughts, the awarenesses that we maybe had in the beginning of the week, and grounding them into the energy of the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Pentacles, and moving forward. Again, the horse is also pointed very much towards the future. So to me, it feels like whatever sort of tracks we're laying or ideas we're placing down or coming into awareness of in the beginning part of the week, by midweek, hopefully we're actually using active opportunities to make choices and decisions to ground that stuff and bring it to us. Don't get frustrated by the slowness of it. It might take a little while, but that's okay. Anything worth sort of having is worth kind of putting in the work and the patience. And to me, the Knight of Pentacles is definitely about the long haul, right? He's not a quick card or about rushing things, right? And I think that the two of these working together are very well thought out. I'm getting this aspect of things being well thought out and emotionally sort of in alignment in the beginning of the week, and then putting in the actual sort of dedication, hard work, focus with this Knight of Pentacles, and not, sort of, there's a perseverance to the Knight of Pentacles that also is very strong and feels really good. Okay, and then the last card is the Eight of Pentacles, and this to me is about hard work. This is again that Pentacles energy. It's picking up a little bit to me, but it's also sort of seeing that by week's end, we're seeing what we're doing now and how it's sort of going to pay off in the future, where it's going to sort of lead us. This is the sort of the practical application of our actions. The Knight of Pentacles might be the very beginnings of that and starting to move that forward. By week's end, we're actually taking productive steps towards getting ourselves to where we want to go. Again, I feel like this crow is facing the future. He's ready to. He's preparing himself for something. I feel like August is bringing opportunity to us, guys. Maybe it's the Lion's Gate, but wherever it is that we have a desire or we want to find maybe change or inspiration, I think that we can utilize this time to work ourselves towards it and put in sort of the effort. I feel like maybe it's the action-oriented vibes of the Leo season that we're in, but taking that action starts to see very like palpable results. Does that make sense? I don't feel, with this Pentacles energy between the Knight and the 8, I do feel like hard work is present. We will need to sort of dedicate ourselves and put our nose to the grindstone, even by the week's end. But we're understanding that what we do now really sets us up for a better tomorrow. And so we do that sort of with dedication, with clarity, and we're grounded in that, right? That what we want, we deserve. So let's see what the angels and ancestors has to say. So this is the High Priest. This is perfect. It says intend and create. And I love, it looks like he's holding some sort of Egyptian like scepter, but to me it almost looks like a not a screwdriver. What is it? A wrench? But it looks to me like a tool, right? And I feel like he's working with this crow to sort of work together to intend and create exactly what it is that we want, what we desire, what we need. The High Priest is somebody that's also very connected sort of to his own spiritual nature, his own understanding, his own awareness. I feel like he's coming in. To me, this card almost feels like our own spirit, or maybe our spirit guides coming in. This is this bird, which I believe is a falcon. It's coming in and kind of meeting us as the crow and helping us to do the work from either our higher self or the other side, if that makes sense. I feel like these two are kind of coming together by week's end and really aligning to get our intentions together with our creations so that we can start to really pursue what it is we want by month's end. It's really strange to me. I don't know why I'm seeing this. These cards are feeling like not only are they working for the day, but also for sort of the totality of the month. This is not normal. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but that's sort of what I'm feeling is like there's this opportunity in August that if we take it and we really become aware of it, we can maybe spread out our intention past beyond, say, this week and into the whole entirety of the month, and through like sort of clear thinking, intention and creation, we can really start to sort of work hard, ground those ideas and push them forward, even if it's slow at first, but push them forward and work towards our goals with a strong sense of why we're doing what we're doing, and not necessarily so much an intention on the outcome, but a presence in the moment as we're working towards our goal. Does that make sense? That's also this 8 of Pentacles. So let's look to the grounding stone. And the grounding stone is on obsidian, which is a beautiful stone to ground in. It wards off all negativity. This is vision. So where do we want to be? What do we want this month? What are our highest and most sort of impossible goals? I think that there's an opportunity to find clarity around them with this Queen of Swords. Not only an emotional clarity, but a mental clarity. Thinking it out, maybe mapping out the first few steps towards whatever the goal is that we want. Then putting in the actual, grounding that energy and starting to move towards that goal, however slowly, with that Knight of Pentacles. By week's end, we're actually taking productive, physical steps in working towards these goals. Not necessarily, like I said, he's got his head down and he's working, but he's aware of what he does in the now pays off in the future, right? This High Priest to me definitely feels like if it's not our guides, it's our higher self coming in and connecting to us to help us to intend and create and keep this clarity of what it is we want and how it is we want to go about getting there. The vision stone is what we also need to ground in and stay focused on this week, so that we can maybe continue into the month with this, having set this intention so that we can watch it unfold through the month of August. At least certainly during this week, we'll watch this vision sort of become clearer and clearer and be willing to do the work. I hope that makes sense, guys. That is your forecast. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.